these last few weeks. I've been probably spending a little bit too much money, or more money than I probably should have. But it's exciting. I've been really interested in the Pioneer format recently because I guess from what I hear, it's like a brewer's format, and I'm really excited. So I've been kind of brewing up like a Jund deck for that. Now, I'm basing my thing off of this guy, Sky Blue Skies. I'll leave a link in the description. This is a pretty crazy, in-depth look at Jund in Pioneer. He really, this is such a long article, or like guide, so I highly recommend checking it out if you're interested. This is where I'm basing a lot of my information off of. My build, I think, Jund, I loved the colored Jund, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I see the benefit of it, especially because there's no fetch lands. I know there's like the flip lands and stuff, and I'm gonna be buying more like shocks and stuff, but like, I just don't see the benefit. The main reasons to run red are for Bone Crusher Giant, Croxa, K Command, and Riveteer's Charm. There might be one other card I'm missing. Dreadbore, obviously, yeah, so, I mean, especially Dreadbore, like that removal. Also, the Rakdos mid-range is probably one of, like, the better, mouth made a word sound, one of the better decks, in the Jund colors, if you want to do that. The reason to play green, though, you get Scoos, you get, what am I doing? I guess Riveteer's Charm, too. Wait, oh, you get Red and 7, of course, you get Abrupt Decay, super good. You get a lot of artifact removal and enchantment removal. So it actually might not seem worth it for green. But so my green might be a little bit better. I really want Tireless Tracker. I do really think, I like things like Abrupt Decay. But, like Shifting Ceratops I think is a pretty good card too, but Red and 7's the main reason to do this, in my opinion. I think this card is just, when I saw this card, I was like, this is my card. I need to play it. This card, I think that came out like actually I think it came out a while ago, but I never actually built a deck with it. But now, I think this is it. Golgari, the Rock for Pioneer, I think it's it. This card's crazy. The big one for me though is this -3, so I'm not really cheating this out. I'm controlling the board, controlling the board in the hands. Thought seizing my opponent and stuff like that, trying to trade 1 for 1, but once Red and 7 comes out, that's definitely at least a 2 for 1, because for 5 mana I'm getting also a 5/5 a token with a reach, and I can keep, getting more lands on the battlefield, and this card's just so cool. I love it. So, I'm not saying the deck is based around this, but definitely the deck is based around the same thing with the like modern Rock or modern Jund, where I want to be trading 1 for 1 with my opponent, or at least trying to, until I can start trading like 2 for 1, and then, yeah, I don't know, just stuff like that. I think that's fun. That's the type of playstyle I like. But Red and 7's super cool. Another great Planeswalker is this dude, Sorin. He is basically Dark Confidant, and then a Vampire Nighthawk, and then the super cool like move down here, but same thing, like it's like a 2 for 1 easily. 4 mana and you get a Planeswalker that can draw you more cards. Sure, you lose some life, but it's okay. And you get a 2/3 with lifelink and flying. That's my type of card too. So there's some really good Planeswalkers in this format. I think K Command's great too. I think, wait, I don't have, yeah, I do, I have Dreadbore over here, okay. Dreadbore's great too because it's just creature or Planeswalker, and there's so many Planeswalkers, especially in this format. It's good, but like, I just think that again the mana base gets so wacky. Yeah, I need things like Bajo. I'm down here. I have like my whole list of cards that I think I need to buy. We can go through my like maybe list in a second. But yeah, Graveyard Trespasser. I did not think this card was that good, but it's got ward. So if whenever this becomes a target spell or building opponent controls counter unless that player discards a card. Like that's just crazy. A 3 mana 3/3 with that move, and it's got a flip boy effect if you flip it over. It's the same thing. the ward, but whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile 2 cards from a graveyard. Oh, wait, sorry, it's the same thing. Except this exiles 2 cards, and then the other card, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile 1 card. Dark Great. So, sorry, I'm pretty excited. There's so many things I want to say, but there's just so many, I guess, things in the graveyard right now that being able to target is super important. So, this card not only hurts the opponent if they want to target it, but also removes things from the graveyard, gains you life, and makes your opponent lose life. Pretty sweet. It's a crazy card. Kalidas, I gotta buy one of these, but it's just expensive. Crocs, I ended up buying 2 of these. Scoo's great. Tyler's Tracker, I still gotta buy these, but good. The Bone Crusher Giant is just a great card, but again, it's gonna depend if I want to run red. I do because I love Jund, but I don't because it's just, it complicates things with 3 colors. But yeah, let's see. I would, if I didn't run the red, I would run more Prep Decays, Assassin's Trophies, things main board like that. I do have to get 2 more Thoughtseizes, but just there's so much money that needs to get thrown at this. But it's fun. Liliana Last Hope could be great. Yeah, there's just a lot of good cards. I put Stormbreath Dragon in this because Flying Haste protection from white, just great. And Shifting Ceratops protection from blue can't be countered. It's just, this stuff's great. I love those cards. We got some other cards like Carnage Tyrant, maybe a little expensive. Elder Gara, Carnage Tyrant, bad because we want to enter the battlefield effect. That's why this card's probably much better, and it's less mana. But yeah, Jewel Thief is kind of interesting because it enters the battlefield to get a treasure token. This god, she's cool and good, but I don't think I care too much. I think Murderous Rider, I probably run like 1 or 2 if I just went to Golgari because it just makes, I think, more sense. Yeah, Rotting Regisaur, maybe. I think it's spicy. I don't think it's that good though. So there's a cool, in Jund, there's a cool deck. Do I have it actually? But it runs this Planeswalker. Let me see if it's here. It runs a red Planeswalker, and you can like cheat this in. So it's a 7/7. Choose 2, gain 5 life, destroy artifact, whatever. But create a Rhino, or put a shield counter. But you get to choose 2. Like that's crazy. And you cheat it in like on turn 4 or 5. I mean, certain conditions need to be met, but it's still cool. This is like the, what is it, the Bloodbraid Elf of Pioneer, although it doesn't have haste, which, okay, you could give it haste, but for 5 mana, actually, this might actually be really good now that I think about it. Cast it for 4, or 4 for 5/4, but you're probably going to want to blitz it in. So you get the haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to play the top of your library, you may play that from the top of your library, or cast spells at current mana cost value that or less equal to the damage dealt from the top of your library that pays. So yeah, but also if you blitz it and you do draw a card, it's good, but is it worth it? I don't know. We have Ashiok, probably great for sideboard, and this Liliana's not too good. The last Tobia, I'm putting it, this is such a cool Planeswalker. So 5 mana, 4/0, you draw a card, lose 1 life. Also, whenever your creature control dies, you put a loyalty counter on that. Great. Tokens are put into the graveyard before ceasing to exist. Yeah, so tokens account. From -3, you put 2 1/1 spiders with menace and reach. Cool. The ult is when you get an emblem whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage or 1 or more creatures you control. The player lost less than 8 life this turn. They lose equal to the difference of 8 minus the total damage or dealt. Like, interesting. I think just this getting, 2/1 menace block or reach, but also blockers to protect her, but also the menace to help put in for damage, but while also drawing new cards. I didn't add it because if I went just the Golgari route, I think I would add 1 or 2. I just think that having this, the +1, it's 1 less mana, I guess, and this 2/3 with lifelink and flying might be a little bit better. it's not the type of gameplay that I want. Like, I want to be able to not cheat stuff in, if that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying for the decks that I want to build, I don't want to cheat stuff in, but it's so spicy. This guy, the Optics list, I don't know yet if I really care. Sorry if you can hear my computer kind of spazzing. I'm on my laptop right now, but I'm trying to hide it. I don't know though if I want this Optics dude yet. I just don't think he's that good. Maybe I don't see the power, but yeah. Says we have some good cards like Fry, Rendering Folly, Torch's Breath. All these cards are just anti. Was it like blue? This is anti-white and blue. This can't be countered, and this can't be countered. Deals 5 damage target white. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add the Fry to them. The sideboard, because I hate Azorius colors. They've access to so many good cards. It's just wild. But yeah, I gotta get a Boseiju. Just expensive again. There's so many expensive cards. But yeah, this is my kind of Jund build. This is the other person's Jund build, which is probably much better. But there's a lot of similarities. There's just so many good cards. I just bought so the Crocs I still can use in my modern Jund deck, so that's fine, or modern Rakdos. So I need the cards anyway, just so expensive, but that's fine. I just think, yeah, I don't feel like spending another $40 on 2 Blood Crypts. I can just buy some Overgrown Tombs and then the Stomping Grounds. I need like 1 or 2 more, and that's the whole mana base could be so much better. The Dreadboard too, like the Dreadboard is just so good though. Like if that was instant, it'd be stupid good, you know. Anyway, I have some other decks we can kind of chat about too. Let's see, I've been working on a bunch of dumb stuff. My current rock build, yeah, there's a lot of random stuff in here. Oh, I was debating what I should buy. I probably need to buy the Torok, the Dorothy, Voidy. I really want Dark Confidant to be back in these builds, but Red and 6 is a thing, so I just finished this mono green aggro deck, so I'll probably be making a deck of this really soon. We got things like Experiment 1. I just love this card, but the deck revolves around that. Got like Hex Drinker. I mean, it doesn't really synergize with Experiment 1, but I just love this card too. Avatar Resolute, you know, Old Growth Troll. This guy's crazy. Got a Ronus just going for some overkill. Scoos for the Graveyard, Steel Leaf Champion. We'll be going to hold the Wolf Leader Werewolf Pack Leader. Spicy card too. Very cheap deck. This deck is, why does it say $150? What's so expensive in this deck? This deck shouldn't be that expensive. I mean, the Experiment 1, the Hex Drinkers are kind of expensive. Why is this so expensive? I don't see the problem here. Oh, Force of Vigor, that's $50 right there. Heroic Intervention, yeah, I didn't even realize these cards are that expensive. So, Veil of Summer is like $7. So if we take out the Force of Vigor, Heroic Intervention, just some other random cards, like the Veil of Summer, this deck's like easily under $100, or maybe not easily, but it's about $100 for a pretty competitive, what am I talking about? Competitive modern deck. It's so spicy. This is one of the first decks that I built in modern, so that'll be a good deck to talk about. Rakdos mid-range, yeah, I was trying to do something here with a Wurmcoil Engine. I wanted to do a like mid-rangey control Rakdos build, and kind of take advantage of Grief, and like where's the card? I don't see it. Oh, Undying Malice and stuff like that. The problem is, yeah, this deck, I want it to become control-y, maybe use Persist to bring a Wurmcoil or Undying Malice to, like, maybe, I don't know, to be honest, this deck, now that I'm looking at it, is absolute chaos. I started off with wanting Wurmcoil, then I went to the Griefs, and then like the Furies, and then I was like, the Undying Malice. So until the end of turn, Dark Creature gains when it dies, returns to the battlefield. So you basically get a lot of value from 2 cards, really cheap. I think it's only 1 mana, yeah, but you have to exile a card. But it didn't make sense to run Wurmcoil, so I gotta revamp this. I just want a deck that I can run Wurmcoil in that isn't Tron, or Blue Tron. I want it to be Rakdos, Golgari, or Jund. It has to be that. Now, yeah, I actually found a way. Is it like turn 2? You can get a Wurmcoil out. It uses that what's that card called? That castle card. Castle. Yep. This is it. So, turn 1, you do Arbor Elf. Turn 2, you Utopia Sprawl. No, wait, no, you can't. No, I take it back. No, you can't yet. Turn 1, Arbor Elf. Turn 2, you. Turn 2. No, you can't. I take it back. I'm sad. Anyway, though, if you guys can find, it's like, so I just want Wurmcoil. Like, my name is literally Wurmcoil Engine untapped out. I just want to play a game where the finishing creature is Wurmcoil, and it doesn't really make that much sense, but I just want it to make sense so badly. And I think Death Touch and Lifelink, so Golgari makes the most sense because Lifelink green, Death Touch black. The Rakdos would be kind of cool, but yeah, the Jund would be ideal just because of the theme. You know, Wurmcoil Engine's like the big creature. I mean, just for my own, this isn't like lore. This is my lore that I made up. Wurmcoil Engine's like the Jund creature that like destroys everything and just, yeah, he's the ultimate creature because he's not really a creature. He's like a machine almost. So, but I think I really do want a Golgari deck with it. So, but I want it to be competitive. Like, I want to be able to use Wurmcoil, but also like cheating it out doesn't seem that right either. Like with Persist, because why would you persist a Wurmcoil when you could do Archaon or Cruelty? Like, there's no reason to Wurmcoil Engine when you got that. So the deck, I want it to make sense too, you know. I want it to curve out, I guess, in a Wurmcoil, but not cheat it out, but it makes sense. I'm asking for a lot here, and I've been working on this for years, and I can't say that I've done anything good with it. So I'm getting there. Maybe I'm thinking just a green-black deck, but yeah, I guess it's like, why can't you just make green-black and throw a Wurmcoil in? Now, yeah, I guess we can talk about it, but like, they have like those Tron decks. It's not Tron, sorry. It's is it really none of them gonna pop up with Karn? Those Karn decks, and you can run in the sideboard. But yeah, I want it to be in the main board. It's too cool for card. Anyway, I'm just rambling here. This deck's kind of not a failure, but so Artifact Funnel is this. I was trying to build a yeah, I was trying to do something black-green theme. Is this it? Oh, this is my fun deck where I kind of had like Wurmcoil, yeah. So I think the deck, it's gotta, yeah, now my mind's brewing. The deck probably has to have the some Karum dude. I mean, Heartless Act. Okay, Heartless Act is a thing, or is it Heartless Summoning? I think it's Heartless Summoning. Where is it? I think I actually have it here. Small box, I love that card. Where is Heartless Summoning? I don't have it here. But it's like all your creatures come on the battlefield with like minus, cost 2 less to cast. Oh wow, what is this? This is an old, what is this? This is 8 months ago. I didn't even remember that UB control. Yeah, I was thinking about, yeah, this is another thing. I like, so is like the blue is like the intellect, right? And then like black is like death and like what's the word, like sneakiness, or there's a better word for that, like deception, I guess. So blue, the mirror is like intelligence, but hiding it and deceiving people, and I thought that's kind of cool. So like Wurmcoil Engine is like the ultimate, not the ultimate, but one of the creatures that like the mirror clan or whatever is like developing, and it's like a secret beast, and that just kind of, maybe I'm going too deep into this, but I wanted to make a Demir modern deck, but kind of make it somewhat competitive too. So you got like Jaces, you got the Lilies, you got some stuff, but you just top off with Wormy, spreading seas to destroy their mana base, just stuff like that, just make it kind of fun. I think I would do a lot better in Commander, but I like the idea of having a modern deck, or a constructed, competitive, somewhat competitive deck. That's just how I roll. But this would be fun. But I guess getting back to monoplay control. What is this? I don't know what that was. Getting back to this artifact. Maybe I should build an artifact deck. But it have to be Demir though. A Demir color. There is the new modern card with the coffers. I don't really care for that too. To me, it's like kind of cheating, like wear me out, which isn't bad, but I just don't know if that's how I want to play. I don't know. I'm just too picky, I guess. Oh, green black fight boys. Yeah. Oh man, Phyrexian Obliterator. This was probably gonna be my super fun deck. We got Wurmcoils, we got Phyrexian Obliterators, we got stuff to search it, we got mana accelerants. So you're not cheating it out, you're just getting more mana. Maybe I'm like contradicting myself, but yeah. Then we got things to like hit or fight our monsters. So we're getting the Death Touch and Lifelink and the Friction. Yeah, it's just a fun deck. But again, to me, this isn't super competitive because it relies on the opponent kind of having creatures. Maybe not, but really open to removal. Stuff like that. This could be super fun though. I did kind of already take this from another person. I mean, I guess this isn't like a major thing. It's just for Phyrexian Obliterator, and then you just run things that like target each other. But yeah. It has a dumb popper deck. What is it? Counters? What is this? Oh yeah, this would be a fun deck. This is super cheap. It's like $50. Yeah. Anyway, I got a lot of dumb stuff. I've been buying a lot. It's like, what do I buy though? Do I want to continue doing the Pioneer Jund or like the Rock Jund, or just finish up with my modern Jund deck? Get new tech for that, or do I just go with my heart and try to build my deck with Wurmcoil and try to make it happen? But you know, Magic's not Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I guess the best way to put it. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! You can play Cyber Dragons all day and try to make it work, but I can't make a Wurmcoil Engine work in like any deck or a deck because it's just different. It's not an arc, like Wurmcoil is not an archetype, it's a card. And again, I don't want to play Tron. And there's no point in cheating it out with Persist because you got so many better options, so it's like, what do I do? Anyway, though, I'm spending a lot of money. Let me know some thoughts below. I'd love to hear just, you know, if someone wants to help me build a deck that's competitive, that isn't cheeky, but not respectable is the word, but like, I just want Wurmcoil Engine with Jund colors. Doesn't have to be all Junded. It could be any combination. Okay. Man, yeah, Rakdos, Jund, or Golgari. I don't want Gruul though. If we can go one of those 3 color combinations with a Wurmcoil Engine and make it work, I think the deck needs a Birds of Paradise or Ignoble Hierarch or something like that. I think we need mana accelerants, but I don't want to cheat it out, if that makes sense. But also, there's so many better 6 drops, like maybe giving it haste or something. Okay, yeah, there is that one card. Wow, actually, I'm remembering this. This is my deck from a while ago. Let's see if it still exists. I think it's a little bit farther. Did I miss it? This is it. Heartless Summoning, so it costs 2 less to cast. Creature get -1/-1, so you run things like the Solemn Dude. You also run, where is it? I have some of it. Oh, it's not here. Where is it? Should be here. Simeon Spear Guide Band. Where? So this actually cheats it out. So no, is this cheated out? No. I'm thinking of some other deck. This would probably be the deck actually, though. Wait, I actually got 3 upvotes. Wow. It's a cheeky boy. So Heartless Summoning with this, so you get this out immediately. It's 2 mana, 5/6. Wait, only spend mana produced by creatures to cast this. Oh, but you're not spending any mana technically, right? I think so. I think that's how it works. But there's a card. What's the card called? Okay, actually, someone mentioned here. Generator's Servant. Look at this. 2 mana, sacrifice it, gain 2 colorless, and if you spend a creature spell, it gains haste. Like, that's so spicy. So you can, yeah. I think I gotta go back to this guy. Yeah. Trash to treasure. Yeah, that was another thing that I thought I had it in this deck. I think that was the original. Maybe I deleted it. Yeah, but anyway, it's, I don't know, there's so many ideas I have out there, but I want it to work, but it doesn't make sense for it to work, so. Let's see my last page of dumb decks. This might be it, actually. Is this the trash? No, this is just a fun one that I did. Anyway, though, I want to wrap this video up. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know some stuff below. Yeah, take care. Hopefully you guys stick around for the next episodes. I'm going to actually be showing off these deck decks with the actual cards, so it might be in a few weeks from now, but the cards are coming. The money's getting spent.